Hi Menno, you're the head of US for Clear.bio.
Yes.
Could you tell us a bit about your innovation?
Of course, Douwe. And I'm happy to be here. Yeah, so in short, basically what we do is we are a digital therapeutic company, and we help people with diabetic type 2, specifically with their metabolic health. And we really feel that those patients really deserve a healthier life. And what we do is we put a sensor on their arms, and we basically connect with the CGM data, which we collect. And through our data in our app, we help the certified dietitian by really helping the patients. So we manage their glucose levels, and we understand how their food behavior is. So they need to log their food, tell a little bit about their lifestyle. Based on that, we do the medical intervention to say, okay, what if you swap your food? And what if you do this versus that? And through that, we were able to do that in 12 weeks program to not only let them live a healthier life, but also our true aim is to bring them into remission, because that is our mission. And so hopefully with our support, they will be sliding off the medication and become pre-diabetic and live their healthiest lives.
All right, awesome. Remission is the mission.
That is exactly what it is.
So what is, as a head of go-to-market for US, what's kind of the biggest challenge you're facing right now in regards to commercialization?
Yeah, there are always like the typical two big roadblocks, I would say, which is definitely regulatory pathway and also the reimbursement pathway. If you haven't cracked that, it's very hard to sit at the table with the clinicians, because our aim is really B2B, and so these two things we have to crack. And so that makes it actually sometimes complex and therefore challenging, because it's sometimes uncertain, ambiguous, and we don't always have all the answers ahead of us, which is therefore a challenge, but all challenges can be overcome.
Okay, I think that's also really talking about regulatory processes.
Yeah.
So have you already worked with kind of advanced AI or generative AI solutions like guideways that could really benefit your process in making decisions in getting to the market?
Yeah, quite on the intersection, because we have quite established some network with US specialists, and what they do behind the scenes I'm not aware of. I'm basically asking, this is my aim, could you help me with that? And obviously on the back I will do my own searches through Perplexity or ChatGPT, so I always have a bit of prep work done myself. But now having accountant guideways, which is actually something that would be able that I am diving into it myself, which is really an eye-opener for me, because I was really in between the ChatGPTs of the world and maybe a dusty consultant which have major expertise, but I couldn't bridge those two. And I think this is something that I felt like, okay, I can actually go in myself, do a little bit prep myself, be much more efficient that way, to kind of hand it over to the US specialist, which could be overseeing my work, because that's actually what I'm thrilled to start doing that.